Welcome back to Politics Watch. This is Sir B. Now today I'm going to talk about two topics. I was going to do two separate videos, but then because tomorrow, Sunday, I have a long video planned. One of them videos that will require a whole heap of research, a whole heap of data, right? Going over this and checking this and, very analytical. I've decided to just make this into one video to save time. That video tomorrow will be answering the question: is Jamaica better off 10 years, or is Jamaica better off now than it was 10 years ago? In that video I'm going to go even further than 10 years ago. So, for y'all who drink them tea and listen to the video on a Sunday morning, get in the bush them ready, whether the Cersei or the Mint or whatever. It's going to be a long one. After all, if the Prime Minister makes such bold statements, we have to actually look into it. But anyway, make a look onto the topic then. Now, from time to time you hear me mention the fact that the 87 lifestyle, the badness lifestyle, it have a way of making men age very quickly. Even some young youth, and looking at them eyes, we're looking at it, even them, after a while, sometimes even them features start to change. Right? The person who best summarize this, right, and can be the poster child for this, is Precky Boy. Remember how him went from 20 odd year old to like 250 odd year old? By the time he lose him life, he looked nothing, right, like his older pictures. See, the wanted man life did that to people. This individual, Ricardo Kaka Richards, as you know, he was the one who escaped from National Chest Hospital, right? Spray bleach in the police eye, then take police weapon and shoot at police and run gone on some Netflix thing. Them finally catch him. But look on the picture, right? At the top and the one at the bottom. At a glance, you would think that's two different smelly. At a glance, just walking on the road, right? See the man in the red shirt with the beard, looking like say my somebody's great grandfather. Right? You wouldn't know the same man. The picture where you see him down at the bottom right there, so that was less than a year ago. That's when time they hold on upon him. Right? This is when he moved from Canton Spring to Denantown, lock up. So it's not like said this was 5-10 years ago when he was in his youth. In birthday probably don't even change between the two pictures them, but look on the top and look on the bottom. You see, one of them was when he was going to custody, them just hold on upon him. Him get him ear cut, face clean. The one up at top, that's after him go take a weapon and shoot police and dip on the run and normally live real wanted man life. Because him know say the stunt to him pull 9 times out of 10 that will cost him his life. So you know what I mean? He can't sleep properly. The lack of sleep, the anxiety, right, the constant look over shoulder. Not only does it have an effect on the mentals, but also the physical, because after a while the mental and psychological effects start to manifest itself through the physical, and 87 start to age like milk. And when you hear people say some people age like wine, in other words they must say you get better as the older you go. Wanted man age like milk. So Kaka, being 31 years old, look like he could be in his late 60s. I know 50 or 60 year old man will look younger than Kaka in that top pic. A lot of your grandfathers don't look like how Kaka look in the top pic. That's what badness do to people. That's what wanted man life do to people. The whole heap of bleaching, right? It takes its toll. Just like with Prekkie Boy. Now we have Kaka. People can see the real effects of what being on the run is like. It's not so glamorous, is it? Especially for the Chacha Boy 87 them. Right. Especially the DNT one them. Right. Understand when things get really hot, this is what youth turn into. This man is 31 years old, young, somebody that 31 years old. And look at him. No, he was caught hiding out in a guest house. And remember, I'm telling you, it's very unlikely, say Kaka, I will make it in alive. The fact that them catch him at a guest house, that's why they can see him in a picture like this. Him know say him shoot a police officer, him know say him have the government gun. So him know say, anyhow, him and them buck up. Right. In a bush or in a lane, him have to go shoot it out. And him have to come out on the losing side. So Kaka make sure tucky in himself in a guest house. Guest house, you imagine wanted man in a guest house. And then to make things worse, the SWAT team will go for him couldn't guarantee it was Kaka. Because, as you can see for yourself, even though the hero line is the same, but they couldn't guarantee. So they had to get in touch with Denantown, because remember there were various police teams who were looking for him. They might get different information and different leads. And they might go here, so they might go here, so they might go here. So the team will actually catch him at the guest house. Couldn't guarantee it's a Kaka. So they have to hold on upon him, and Denantown, right, confirm say yes, that is Kaka. But by then he was in custody and nothing could happen to him. Kaka beat the system again. I have to admit I'm very surprised. He make it in alive, but when him, it basically look like a complete different person. Plus, Kaka make sure go in one guest house, and as soon as him see them, him immediately comply. Right. Create a scene to make sure so everybody in the guest house can see him. So Kaka just by himself, right, another ticket back to himself, and him live for troll another day. And this man is the ultimate 87 troll. So now I guess the question is, make see they can hold on upon him this time. Because right now, him even more desperate than before, because no more next charge upon him. No more charge upon him, right, for shooting with intent a police officer. So now him probably even 10 times more desperate for get away. So whatever strategy, him have him look a book when pencil out in himself, right? And my draw up him next moves. We're gonna see how skillful him is now. Anyway, we move on to the next topic. Hearing reports that there was some arrests at the JDF headquarters at Oak Park Camp. 2 privates, Private Michael Grant 22 and Anouk Moncrief age 19, get locked up and charged for, YouTube stay already, rapeable activity. The reports are that 8:30 them go in one abandoned building and them see a JDF trainee, right, along with a male companion. This is what Loop say. Reports are that 8:30 p.m. the no complainant, a JDF trainee, right, along with a male companion, were at an abandoned building when Grant and Moncrief entered. It is alleged that both soldiers demanded money from the complainant and her companion, and subsequently sent the male companion to get the cash. Now, even though it is not said, what that tells me is that the two of them catch the trainee and the man are doing something where they shouldn't be doing, right, in that abandoned building there. Right. 8:30 abandoned building, and the fact that them now start demand money if them not do nothing wrong, Because what them basically are trying to do according to these reports, I extort them. Right? They must say, alright, we catch you out of this, enough you do this, so we're going to want this and we're going to want that. Right? That's just what I'm taking from when I read it in a loop. It goes on to state that after the meal where them catch her with gone for the money, Grant then force himself or strong arm the woman into giving up her body. From what I read from this. Right? As me say, a rapeable activity. So you know, when I have to go into too much graphic details, because I know YouTube stay ready. Right? And while Grant do that, Anna makes she perform other acts. Right? Moncrief was keeping watch. After the incident, it was reported to JSAF and Sissoko. They were then charged. Grant was charged for being a rapeable. Right? Robbery with aggravation. Moncrief was charged with aiding and abetting rapeable activity and robbery with aggravation. So the facts say one of them strong armed the girl into giving him some. Right, when a big people know what some mean. Right? And the next one, the fact that them send the youth for the money and demand money, and basically coerce him into giving up money for, again, from what I'm taking from this, keep quiet. Again, look on the age, 22 and 19, young youths. Young youths, not just young youths, but young members of the Jamaica Defence Force. Not just young youths and young members of the Jamaica Defence Force, but members of the Jamaica Defence Force who were on JDF soil. Them do this at JDF headquarters. But me telling you, say, standards is a hell of a thing. And you see, how standards and respect go is that if you don't hold on upon them and be firm upon them take time dwindle and dwindle and dwindle. To the point where youths are turned JDF headquarters in a some kind of dolly house. Sound like a big dolly house are going up there. Past dolly house too. Not only them you target hold on upon for rapeable activity, but them do it at JDF headquarters. Them you can't take JDF seriously. Them can't take them work seriously. So now, as far as I'm concerned, anything them get, them deserve. As I said, them might get them day in a court. But from where I see right there, so it turns out to be as so it go, then as far as I'm concerned, they can throw them under the jail. Because precedence is a hell of a thing. And then if you send a clear signal to the rest of the young youth them who can't control them urges, the rest of the impulsive youth them will feel say, them little early back can dictate what them do, what them feel like, when them feel like that can't happen. This type of thing is not accepted, will not be tolerated. If them that desperate, them have 100 different means, right? For to release the out of them back. But this right here, so, what may I read? Talk about standards, talk about puppy show. Me never know me to read them things there. At JDF headquarters, the youth them so impulsive. That's them couldn't even control themselves. Not even the facts of them depend couldn't stop them. If them not do that upon camp, imagine them do it in the streets. Members of the security forces are held to a higher standard. whether you like it or not. We don't expect nothing from the 87. We don't expect 87s to be moving around with no kind of dignity and honor. We don't expect that from 87s. We don't expect that from 90s or 160. We don't expect that from, but members of the JDF, members of the police force, you are held to a higher standards, whether you like it or not. Right. This is not the time to be like Pitney, or then how comes she and how comes. You're held to a higher standards. So, them Utah, clearly, well, I don't know how things work now, but it sounds like them do a trip over the red fence. Because I noticed it went straight to civilian court, but probably before trial and all them things, a straight red fence. See, that's why enough time when you see people coming at the papers and I'm telling them sad story about how JDF kicked them out and JDF did this to them and JDF, them not tell you what them doing now. Them just make it sound like say JDF just wake up one morning and just plan if you conspire against them. Right? And they said I shouldn't, and they stopped me from what did you do? Because this made news, but and everything made news. Most of the acts of serious indiscipline don't make the news. The standards of the military have to be held high. I'm telling you all the time, this snowflake, take it easy upon them because I'm going to no. Because you see, once you get to the stage where young youths in the military, young police officers feel like say, oh well, me can just, so me not have to act, me can just do my feet, because me just are not, you're not just another youth. More is expected of you. Just like how I remember there was a time when certain females went to certain schools. You couldn't even really talk to them a certain way in the streets when them in a uniform. I remember it clearly. When them set up a certain public spots, they were very, that's not how we do things and can't be seen doing this. And I remember those days clearly. They held themselves to a higher standards. In time the way I said them girl like them stush. You know them school like the Immaculate Highs and the St. Andrew High and you know them school there. And then when we were young and try to talk to no, we have to them time the way I said them girl like them stush, but now I get it. Their culture was we are different and we operate at a different standards. You know? Well, that's how members of the JDF and JCF should look at life. Operate at higher standards. Therefore, the public judge you harsher. It's just the reality of the job. It comes with the territory. It comes with the territory. This is not the kind of PR JDF want attached to them name, because what this has to other females is then hold on. If something like this can happen and at JDF HQ, then it can't happen anywhere. So them need to sort it out. Leadership need to get a grip of the situation. Right. Stop worrying about we are going to offend and just doing a job. Man. The play snowflake thing to have a cut out. Make them parents come ball on social media. Make them mommy come ball say, oh, my son not do, because there's always not do nothing. Nobody not do nothing yet. Everybody just get punished for no reason. Right. And in trying to run from that PR, it's like say certain little thing I get, certain little standards I get cut back on because nobody don't want to see us too rough and nobody go complete. And then that's when you have a next set of PR disaster to deal because now some little 19 and 22-year-old highly back youth think so them can do something like this. Which is unacceptable. Well, let them get comfortable with a red fence. That's how me see it. Anyway, before we finish the video, let me just briefly touch on the fact that you might have heard that young Dante Brooks gets sentenced to life 22 years before he get parole. That means that assuming him don't win the appeal, if we assume that's the case and him go do the full sentence, then him not see back road until him 40. So this young man is going to spend his entire adult life behind bars. He might go in a jail as a teenager and come back out as a big man. What a shame. What a shame. You know, the first video I did on him say most of the things I want to say already, but you know, and when I say what a shame, I'm talking about what could have been. Now shed no tears in the man. Man make them bed them lay down night. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. But I would have loved to see that youth walk another part in a life and use the benefits and the advantages that were provided to him and turn out to be something else. But again, the aesthetic culture is just too tempting, and another youth who, even though at face value have the tools if you ignore it, still get drawn into it. But I guess if you need us have some money in your pocket, it wouldn't come to this. I know that's what your favorite experts and scholars tell you. Just need more money in your pocket. Anyway, Patreon Squad, big up on yourself. PIA, you don't know, more life. Vulture Squad, stay circling. Bless.